over the last couple of laps.
If you're Scott, you've got to run straight through. Run it straight through. Yep. Did he get one? No, he still didn't. You just drive it across there.
An extraordinary drive from this 20-year-old, holding off the 5-time series champ who's at the peak of his powers.
The ride control of that Red Bull car under brakes in turn 4 there was really impressive. He's right on the rear bumper of the Volvo. These guys playing for keeps. Look at Whincup. He's all over the back of this thing. He's got to get an exit here as they make the run to 7. If he's off here cleanly and he can harass McLaughlin, he has. Chance may come when they get down to turn 9. This is the moment. He's closer now on the run to 8. This is what he's got to do. Let's watch, listen and learn. Nothing in it.
Move it over, Scotty.
If anything, McLaughlin can hold his ground there, and Whincup is at the absolute edge of the braking performance. He goes wide. No. He's trying to get underneath him. When they get to 10, the crowd reacts. This is fantastic. Whincup up the inside. McLaughlin gives him some space. They run, but the Red Bull Racing man has got through. The champion's done the job.
Dive down the inside, down the inside. So close. What a battle.
Unbelievable. Craig wins. He's back. And Scott McLaughlin puts one on the champ. And Volvo into second on debut.
Sensational, Scott McLaughlin.
That is brilliant.
Hat off to Paul Morris. He's a real good racer. Gee whiz, he doesn't mind Dixon. And Brad Jones, he can give him some room. Paid the price, but then just lent on each other a bit. And that's what they've done all season.
Yeah, Jones gets a run down the inside. He's got the inside running for the corner leading on the straight. Morris is going to hang in there.
Oh, look at this as Morris stays with him. And Murphy says, I want a part of this too. Oh, no, 1, 2, 3 abreast as they go down the kick. You can't do this, but they've done it. What about Jones in the centre? What can he do? Murphy's going to win the corner. Oh, that has got to be the hairiest ride I've ever seen down the main straight of Lakeside. 3 abreast through the kick.
Well, I've never seen him go 3 abreast. Here's a replay. This is looking from Brabham. Brabham will be sitting back and going, this is beautiful. Thank you. We might all go here, and I've got the lead.
Ah, Brad Jones, what a ride. He had him either side.
Motorsport around the world, which is completely unique to this motor race. Even if you look at the Spa 24-hour, 99% of that pool of drivers comes from Blockpan GT or British GT, European stuff. Right here, it's everyone in the world getting together, and it's a BMW with a very good toe from the big hole in the air punched by the AMG. They go wheel to wheel through the kink, and he switches back the other side. Great touring car racecraft from 2 of the best in the business in that form of the sport. Martin Tomczyk grabs the position away from Frank. Oh, he holds on to it, and Van der Linde's getting involved in the Audi.
And that's where he's got some advantage. But look, the straight line speed of that BMW Williams is just sufficient to keep Michael Schumacher out of contact.
He moves into the inside now. There might be a little bit less grip on the inside. Oh, it's getting close again.
It's a good chance. Schumacher again positioning himself now, coming down into turn 3 on the outside of the corner that's upcoming. He's got to be careful. He knows what happened to Montoya. He ran wide twice there in opening laps.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is like a Formula Ford race, let alone a Formula 1 race. They're wheel to wheel all the time, and the tension down there in the pit lane. Patrick Head watching his man in control of this race at the moment, but look behind.
Kimi Räikkönen is joining in this battle. He's been quietly getting on with the work. There is David Coulthard trying to make up ground. I mean, what is going through this man's head? He must be absolutely, completely mad with himself for allowing himself to be suckered into locking up a brake and losing 4 places.
Those Ferrari guys look very calm, don't they? I don't know quite how they can feel that calm with this going on up front. Montoya with just a fractional advantage over Michael Schumacher. Kimi Räikkönen joining in on the party, and David Coulthard's not that far behind himself. He's another 5 seconds back, so he's still got plenty of work to do, but he is going very quickly.
Back to the final segment of the circuit again. Schumacher quicker through turn 13 into 14 hole station. Now positioning himself. He doesn't want to overrun Montoya. He wants to be able to pick up the throttle, drive the car through 15, and also maintain that momentum through 16 so he can get onto the rear of the car, and therefore as they come down into turn 1 at the end of the pit straight to ensure that he's got a chance to pass. He's closing, but again Montoya defends down the inside. Michael can do nothing this time again.
But again, Montoya loses speed in the middle part, and here comes Michael. Michael gets back at to Montoya, and Schumacher retakes the lead. A round of applause from the Ferrari mechanics. But these two guys are really racing. This is what motor racing's about, wheel to wheel, giving each other just enough room, making tiny mistakes.
3 different chassis, 3 different engines. You won't get round there, son.
Oh, and you might lose a bit of front wing as well. But now he's right on Alonso's tail, isn't he? And surely with DRS, this is the chance for Esteban Ocon to get into the points. Hulkenberg is there as well. Ocon does manage to get into 10th place. Hulkenberg might snatch it off him, no. Ocon gets into turn 1 just ahead of the Renault. Fernando Alonso might just fight back here because Hulkenberg was definitely compromised by that attack on Esteban Ocon.
There's something wrong with the car. It's pulling to the...
DeLuca getting up on the curb in the grass and spinning around as Brown goes for the lead. There wasn't a whole lot that Jordan Cox could do about that, but he's got some twisty stuff to try and get the lead back here. Oh no! What a move around the outside of the centre chicane! No, I've never ever seen a pass there.
I've never seen someone go around the outside through the chicane. That is maximum commitment through there. The Toyota had the straight line speed advantage on the main straight, but the nimbleness of the Honda Civic, he's like, thanks for coming round the outside.
We've been racing here since 1999 and never have we ever seen that before. One of the best moves you could possibly imagine, with 3 wheels touching the ground. He just swings it hard left, knowing that Brown will be up in the curb, and he gobbles it up like that. That is just incredible foresight to even think you could do that.
That is huge commitment, but it's also great racing by these two guys to then at the apex of turn 3 there, whilst it is only a little kink, to be aware of each other, to give each other that bit of racing room. That is the move of the weekend so far.
Oh, there are a few he's already lost the lead back. Hopefully that wasn't under the yellows.
Well, there's green, interestingly enough, there's green flags on the exit of turn 9 there, so you have to assume...
Should have just got him in there. Oh, so before turn 8 we're hearing the passes made, so that should be okay then. Now let's see.
43 and 1 lap. Do you know what? That 1 lap might be the lap.
All the places the Porsche is strong, it's really difficult to overtake. And all the places the Aston's strong are where the Porsche needs to overtake. Urban has got all the fingers crossed. The Swiss team that lead the way from our Motorsport looking nervous, I think it's safe to say, from their pit bunker. It's all to play for. Australia's International Enduro.
No, where is he going to get through there? He's going to have a look into the elbow. He's had the look. He's made it stick. There's a Porsche leading with 9 minutes on the nose to go. I just had a feeling, even before he moved for it, that he was setting up. But here comes the Aston. Here comes the traffic. Oh, it was the McLaren, wasn't it, that was in the way? But still, that means that Manny Campbell has to defend into the chase. But I think he's got it done. I think that was the only chance that the Aston had to get it back.
McLaren might have just won the race for Porsche because that was Jake Dennis's opportunity. Not done yet. Campbell defends, pushes the boundaries of what's acceptable in moving back across to cover your line. He's got one more go, Jake Dennis, because if they get to the top of the mountain with the Porsche in front, I think it's gone.
Can I just remind everybody, there's an incident under review after the race for the 912.
1,000 victory, and Mostert tries to go around the outside. And McPhillamy, there's no space there. He tries to do it at Skyline. There's no space there either. Now he's just got a hold station. He had a 3-second margin. He blocks down the inside because he can. He comes away and another whack. And Mostert goes through on the inside. This is huge in Australian motorsport. Like a very special name in
Here too, as Scafie has to really think about letting him go, because all of a sudden he's got 5 cars on him instead of 1, and there's still 8 laps left or 7 laps left.
And
so
there's pretty stringent rules about making moves too, isn't there? Peter Wallerman addressed everybody. Look at Todd.
big benefit here will be Todd Kelly, I think.
You can move once to cover, but you can't move back again, was the clear message given to everybody in Adelaide.
Down to turn 3. This was a hot spot yesterday. Kelly, he's right in the mix. Can't get by Dumbrella. That's good driving, Paul Dumbrella. Now that's allowed Cam McConville to come up into the mix.
The HRT car must be just eating its tyres a little more. That is Mark's car number 2 relative to Craig, because Craig's certainly got a bit more pace right now.
He's really having to get that corner speed off there, especially through that turn we just saw. He's on the brake there for quite a while, which wouldn't usually be normal. And you can see that he's taking a fairly narrow line into a lot of the turns. I think Craig's going to have a go here in a second, and this is usually a good spot to do it.
try and crisscross him, and there he goes.
We go, underneath him. He's up the inside. Yes. Scafey has moved over.
They come together, and Richards is the big winner. Stephen Richards says thanks very much in the Jack Daniels car. Now Scaife returns. 3 side by side, and Kelly's in the mix now. How good is this?
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Scafey's going to get a flag here in a minute, because if Mr. Wallerman does what he says he's going to do, then, Scafey's holding up the pack. So,
well, Lowndes actually ended up dropping back to 4th in that scenario. Now he's back up to 3rd, or is he?
Side by side with Dumbrell, and he drops Dumbrell. Kelly will be looking for a passage through as well. Forceful driving from Todd.
Richo got the lead. He's taken Scafey in one corner.
Top end of the circuit, McConville wants to buy into this argument as well. Up to turn 15. Another lap almost down. New race leader, Stephen Richards. That's wild.
It's all go.
Good stuff.
Message from Campbell Little then to Craig Lowndes.
Here's the replay.
Well, big squeeze into 9 there. They actually made contact, and then Stephen Richards just went straight round both of them. But they're all sliding. There's no grip except in one spot there. Dumbrell buys in. Todd's on the grass on the left.
Lowndes is going, how could